cats and kittens. I hope you are doing great today. I'm actually doing this rush reading because, as it turns out, the nails are not in a good state, which basically means the world may be, in fact, falling apart. Let's see what we got going here. We have a cut. We have like a nail down here that's doing some craziness. It's chipped, so that's not good. We have another chip here. 2 nails have completely lost color because I peeled them off. There is new growth, which is perfectly fine, which is on point. But it just so seems that maybe the gel nail that they put on, it wasn't as tough of a consistency. Then again, I always seem to have this problem with green nail polish. I had the same problem last year with the green nail polish that I put in. It just didn't look right, just didn't work too well. So maybe it's just green. Green should not be in my nail repertoire. So you know what that means. If my nails are chipped, if the nails are falling apart, that means the world is falling apart. Again, I am the Nail Oracle, and this reading is specifically for those that are within the Pisces region. Meaning, if you have a sun, a moon, sun, moon, rising. If you happen to have Pisces anywhere on thy chart, this reading is for you. This reading is for the he's, the she's, the theys, and everyone in between. I'm so excited to see what the hell is going on here and why this reading needs to be done. Of course, I use my nails as a point to see what happens. My nails are kind of like a bellwether. They tell me what's going on, and it just seems like things are looking a little weird right now. So we're definitely going to look into what's going on. Now, if you've been on this channel before, welcome back. If this is your first time here, if somebody clued you in, welcome. I hope this finds you well. I hope I sound clear. Also, just remember, this is for entertainment purposes. There's nothing kooky or crazy to worry about. This is strictly entertainment. If the ancestors are screaming at you and this is confirmation, great. If none of this is applying to you, that's perfectly fine too. If you're just here for the aesthetic and the pretty, yay, great for that too. I'm always excited for that. All right, let's get it started. So my readings are usually done within the eye spread. What is the eye spread? The eye spread basically is 3 rows. Here at the top is what your ancestors are telling you. Here in the middle is what's happening on this plane that we're in right now. And what happens at the bottom here is what is going on in your intuition. What is your gut? What is your subconscious telling you? So this is how your ancestors are screaming at you. This is how your inner voice is screaming at you. And this is what's going on. So let's get it started. Again, my nails are not in the best shape, which means I need to run to a nail tech really quickly. So let's get it started. All right. Also, we are thick in graduation season, thick in final exam season. As you probably have followed the news, those of you that are in college, you probably heard about the Canvas grading software hack. That sucks. Also, certain news stories right now are it's looking a little scary. It's looking like, how's it looking? It's kind of looking like history is repeating itself. It's also looking like things are getting a little wonky. If you had all the intents and purposes of having like a fun summer, basically it's looking like you have to, go ahead with caution. So, and I'm going to be here to help you out a little bit. All right, something I noticed that I didn't do in the last reading was the shadow card at the bottom of the deck. So I'm sorry about that, but here we go. All right, let's start off with where we are in this plane right now. The here, the now, the terra firma. So we have the devil right here. What's the devil card? Basically, it's about oppression, addiction, obsession, dependency, excess, powerlessness, and limitations. We are thick in that season right now. I know what's going on in the news might be freaking you out. It may feel a little repetitive. You may feel some pattern recognition. This is where information is hella important. Please do not send yourself off the cliff. Follow experts. Follow trusted agencies on what is happening. Definitely go by your gut, but at the same time, just, take all the information you're getting with a grain of salt. Trust those that know, trust those that understand what's happening. So there's that. We also have the 9 of Wands happening. The 9 of Wands is all about the last stand, persistence, grit, resilience, perseverance, near success, and fatigue. So while the Devil card is all about like the things that you're feeling helpless about, you're feeling tethered, you're feeling tied down, you're not feeling like yourself, you're feeling a little bit chained. You're also getting fed up as well at the same time. You're like, oh my God, why? Why is this happening? What the hell is going on? How do I figure, like, what do I do? How do I go forward? Right? So, and then we come to the King of Cups. The King of Cups is all about wise, diplomatic, balanced head and heart, devoted, an advisor, and a counselor. So basically what I'm trying to tell you right now is this is what I'm saying. A lot of the stories that are coming out right now are seeming like it's not hopeful. It's feeling a little, we've done this already. I'm tired. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm to the point where I want to give up. I'm like, this is been there, done that. Like, what's happening? Help me out. And of course, the King of Cups is telling you, hey, stand back. Let the people that know, let them be in charge of this. Listen to them. Take their heed. Take their example. There are things to be worried about, but not with. So right now we could be running on fear. We could be running on anger. We could be running on suspicion. We could also be running on conspiracy. But at the same time, you should always keep your wits about you. You should listen to those that know. You should always have a balanced head as well as a balanced heart. Because while you may be feeling away, you may be feeling a little scared, at the same time, it could very well be that this is the moment to actually begin to listen to those that know. So with that said, let's go here. Let's see. What's my intuition telling me? My intuition is telling me, let's see what the gut is telling you. See what I mean? So you have the 9 of Swords. I don't like swords cards. Y'all know that better than I do. So here we have the 9 of Swords, fear, anxiety, negativity, the breaking point, despair, nightmares, and isolation. Again, this is just a reaffirmation that things aren't going great. You may be feeling a little anxiety. You may be feeling like we've been here before. You're feeling like history is repeating itself. And please do whatever you need to do to get yourself back into a more balanced place, as this shadow card is showing us right now. Please just do yourself the biggest favor. I know everything is coming at us fast and furious. Things are not wanting to come at us normal. It's like we're in the height of travel season. We're in the height of celebratory season, and it just seems like everything is going nuts and haywire and happening at the same time. But of course, we're going to have to keep a clear head. And you know why I'm saying that? Because according to your intuition, while you're feeling this, you could also be feeling a little bit of possessiveness. You're feeling a little like insecurity. You're wanting to hoard, stinginess, stability, savings, materialism, wealth, and frugality. With this pattern recognition, the fact that there are things that are coming out that basically sound like the things that we went through some time ago, a part of you is wanting to go save some money, save some energy, stockpile, preserve your sanity. That's what your gut is telling you. And here at the Nail Oracle channel, we're all about protecting the gut. We're all about following the intuition. Those of us within the Pisces realm, our intuition is everything. It's how we're able to take risks. It's also how we're able to protect ourselves. It's how we're also able to recognize patterns. So just like how you're recognizing patterns, I'm recognizing patterns. And yeah, this is actually like screaming at me a little bit. I do have like the frustration. I do have the wanting as well to just give up and just being like, what the hell is happening? Why does this have to happen? Especially now when it seems like we were starting to teeter back, but the world is basically telling us, no, I'm not done yet. The universe is like, I'm not done yet. We're going to keep being rough. We're going to be like sandpaper. We're going to still rough because we have not proved ourselves to be as polished as of yet. Boo. Boo. And finally, in our intuition, the third card is it's the Five of Cups. Loss, grief, disappointment, sadness, mourning, discomfort, feeling let down. Are we okay, Pisces? Are we okay? It doesn't seem like we're okay right now. And I totally get it. I totally get it. I totally get why we're not okay. It's looking bleak. I get it. It's not looking great. And we kind of need to talk to the ancestors right now, because these cards are basically, while they're telling us, hey, you got to keep an open mind. You have to be tempered about it. Everything else is just telling us no. And I hate that for us. So what I'm going to do is let's consult the ancestors a little bit, and maybe we need to clarify. So let's see what the ancestors are telling us. First things first, the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is good. I always like this card because as a Pisces, cups that's our suit. That is our vibe. So our ancestors are basically telling us love, new feelings, emotional awakening, creativity, spirituality, and intuition. So basically they're telling us to tap into ourselves. They're telling us like, yeah, this doesn't feel as great. I'm going to need my worry stone real quick right here. I'm going to need that worry stone. I don't have my fluorite. I left it outside the studio, but it's okay. It's basically telling us that, like the cup is going to runneth over. There is going to be a plethora of something. Maybe this could be working out. This may work out in our favor. This may be the time to kind of get creative. This might be the kind of time to finally tap into empathy, because one of the things I always said was during the last global crisis we had, honestly, I think one of the side effects was, in fact, apathy and sociopathy. I think we lost sight of ourselves. I think we lost sight of each other. I feel like it was used as a chance to be insensitive towards another and to just be straight mean. So I think that's what the ancestors are telling us. Do not repeat this. Do not repeat what happened last time, and to just maintain that. Maintain a little bit of warmth. Maintain a little bit of emotional awakening, and just give a damn. I think that's what the ancestors are at least screaming at me. Also, the ancestors are also talking about the King of Swords. The King of Swords, reason, authority, discipline, integrity, morality, seriousness, high standards, and strictness. Again, the ancestors are basically telling us, yeah, you're feeling like you've hit your limit and you just can't. And you may want to like stockpile, and you may want to like hoard, and you may want to like hunker down. But at the same time, do it within reason. Do it with a bit of discipline. This time around, don't be driven by fear. Be driven by information and logic. Precautions need to be made. But within those precautions, you should definitely do it with a balanced mind and a balanced heart. So that's what the ancestors are at least telling me right now. And the ancestors are also telling us here that there's the hangman. The hangman showed up on the last reading too. So I don't know what's happening. Like, I feel like there's something we just haven't closed the loop on just yet. So that means sacrifice, waiting, uncertainty, lack of direction, perspective, and contemplation. Right. Put everything into perspective. We've seen this before. We have pattern recognition. As the Pisces, we are also, I consider us also the Cassandra of the zodiac. What is a Cassandra? A Cassandra is it's from, I want to say it's from Roman mythology, but I think it's Greek mythology and Greco-Roman, we'll just say. And she was blessed with premonition and to basically warn us of something about to happen. And one of the gods wanted to be with her. He was trying to holler. She refused because she was a virgin. And he spit in her mouth. I know the story's getting gross. And basically, she still has the gift to tell people, but it's not listened to. It's not taken seriously. So she keeps telling us, hey, y'all, there's a disaster over there. And nobody listens to it. And then what happens is when nobody listens to it, bad things happen. And there's collateral damage all around. So, as the Cassandras of the zodiac, we see the pattern before anyone else does because we are the last in the zodiac. So we kind of see everything. We kind of have a little bit. We have a little bit here. We have a little bit there. We're also based in here, and we're also blessed with foresight. So we're like, hey, this could turn out really, really bad. And people are just like, you're being alarmist. It's not that big of a deal. But as we saw recently, at the same time, as we saw recently in the past few years, people will fearmonger so hard. Some people are over it and they just see the conspiracy theories and everything and then just think, F it. You know, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Some people will go excessive with it to the point where they become callous and they become mean. So gross. It's not smart to be like that. Then they feel the hopelessness. Some people just feel hopeless, and then that leads them into tapping into their fear, and some people just feel like they just straight up gave up. So that is what I'm getting from this spread right here. So at the bottom of the deck, the shadow of the deck is the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is really about the stalemate, difficult choices, being stuck in the middle, denial, and hidden information. This reading hurts, you guys. I think my nails were trying to tell me something, and my nails are part of my intuition. If things are falling apart, yes, it's looking bad. It's not as, I want to say it's not as bad because I think we're better with information right now. And we should be able to have like a more diplomatic and wise approach to things because of information. And thankfully, it seems that people are taking heed to expertise. They are taking heed to those that know. They are taking things seriously, and they're not looking to tap into that fear. It looks like we're just tapping into that fear for I want to say for the fun of it, or kind of like not again. Why? But at the same time, we're also going through it like, okay, so what do we know? What can we do? Okay, I'm really talking about the hantavirus when I'm talking about all of this. So just in case it just hadn't, tapped in. So we're all there like, what do we do? Who do we look to? Who do we listen to? And as you can see, like there are experts that are telling us that it's scary. It's not fun. and they're trying to do everything within their power, given the resources that they have at their disposal. I know to a lot of us, it's not sounding great. And it could be like a lot of us are just like, you know what? We did it once. We'll just have to do it again. Whatever. And it's like, I don't want to do this again. I know we don't want to do it again. I know, we're trying to warn people. We tried it. Nobody seemed to be listening. If that's what you're feeling right now, not just in a global scale, but within your day-to-day life, you feel like history repeating itself. It feels like you're not listened to. It feels like you are listened to, but not taken seriously. The intuition is just, it's looking like your intuition is just telling you, hey, I'm just gonna let it fly. I'm just gonna give up on it. And the truth is, that may be how you feel about it. And if that's how you feel, that is how you feel. Because, we are ruled by our, what do you call that? We are ruled by our intuition, right? That's what the Pisces is. Like we are in the water, and we go off the fluidity of it, And in that fluidity, we're finding things that, other people may not. Or, there are things that we are early to. That's what I want to say. We're early. Like, usually Pisces are very early to things. And it kind of hurts. So let me see if we can clarify. What do you want me to clarify? I think we should clarify this one. The Five of Cups. Like, damn. I'm so sorry. It's feeling like everything is coming at us, and it feels like we don't know what, it feels like we may not know. We don't see it. It hurts. But if you also look here, yeah, but everything keeps missing us. So the targets are there. The targets are here. Like, we could see them. We are in the bullseye. But at the same time, there's still cracks. It can't pierce through. It doesn't pierce us. It may come close, but it just doesn't hit. And there's cracks around it. And usually if there's cracks in something, that means there's a weakness. And once there's a weakness in something, it means that it'll fall apart eventually. So whatever's trying to hurt you will eventually break apart. That's what I'm trying to tell you right now with this Eight of Swords. So whatever grief you're going through, it's looking like it could very well not be there for much longer. It may feel like with just a little bit of contemplation, maybe you need to go within a little blind. Maybe you need to reduce the amount of information that you're taking in, so that way you're not scared of how close things are getting to you. I don't know if that resonates with anybody within the sound of my voice, but you could do that as well. Let's see, what else can we clarify? What else do you want to clarify? Okay, I have this. So let's clarify it here with the Seven of Cups. A lot of confusion. There's a lot of information. There's a lot of choices that need to be made. And sometimes with that, it could just be, as we see right here, sometimes you just have to play the part, and you have to look the part. You have to fake it till you make it, because there's a lot coming at you. You have it's several things coming at you at the same time. And it's kind of crazy how, oh wow. So we have 2 9s here and the Hangman. What? Okay. I'm sorry. I tend to look diagonally, so I'm trying to see. Yeah. It's requiring us to be a little bit more balanced. So you may feel, so as I'm seeing here, as I look, you may be feeling that anxiety in your gut, and it's just going to be one of those things. But at the same time, and you may be sick of it, you may be over it, and it happens. It happens when you're over it. It's like, ugh, I don't want to do this. Gross. And you just got to sacrifice for it. It's one of those things where it's just you have to suck it up and take it. Nasty. It's nasty. It's disgusting. You just got to take it. And it's like, I don't want to take it. And your gut is like, but I'm going to be anxious about it. And the truth is like, when you get to the other side, you just don't know. See what I mean? Like, check this out. Check this out. So you got the Judgment here. So this is your ancestors really standing on it. They're trying to tell you, wake up. Wake up. They're trying to tell you that it's not looking great. You may feel like it's not great. You may want to be over it. You got to sacrifice if you want to feel the other side. Because something is calling you. Something is trying to call you. And that balance, the balance has to call you. Sometimes you just have to wake up. Sometimes you just have to be aware. Sometimes you have to lead with a balanced head and heart. You know, sometimes you got to be a little blind as well. I know this seems like it's all over the place, but if it's resonating, it's resonating. Especially here where it says that it's the Two of Swords, and it's just one of those things. It's really one of those things. Pisces, it sucks in here. And it's making us feel like, ugh. Like, I know my nails are just not behaving. It was kind of hard because, like, when my tech did it, it seemed like it was like, oh, this is so cute. Look at this. They look like Jordan almonds. And then I remembered I don't like Jordan almonds. They used to always give me anxiety as a kid because they came at, again, we're in that time of year where you see the Jordan almond. They make me think of weddings and communions. Why do they, what's with the Jordan almond? Like, what's the hype around that? I always felt like it was such like a, not a chintzy gift, but it was like, okay, you gave up somewhere halfway through the process and you just decided to go for the easiest thing. But it's cute. But, you know, it's also cute. But obviously that cuteness didn't last too long. It's kind of weird that it's the thumb, my thumb and my pointer finger were the first ones to go. So that was the part that kind of like distressed me. And if you look here, like both my ring and my pointer finger here, they're chipping. So while these were clean to go, while my right hand was clean to go, my left hand was kind of fighting it. So I think that's what it is. I think that's what it's trying to say. It's trying to say that on one hand, things can be very clean and balanced because it's these two versus these three. But at the same time, on this hand, there's a lot of conflict. It's struggling. It's struggling to get out. It's struggling to be clean. And what do you do with that? Well, one, you hop into your studio and do a tarot reading. But two, you also have to take the balance with it. You have to try to, I don't know. You have to try to see the good part of it. It's an opportunity to start over. This is the chance to kind of learn from it. Like, I know right now not to get shades of green for my nails, and I will remember that until I don't remember that. And now here comes the anxiety, because do I have to do things with my hands where you have to show off my hands? Yes, I do. But at the same time, I can come in here and give you this reading really, really quick. All right, let's do one more clarifier. And I'm just going to clarify it into the middle of the deck. Into the middle of the spread, I should say. Not the deck, the spread. Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune. Basically, that means whatever comes up must come down, as above, so below, which basically means everything is going to just turn back around. So, we may be in the fear-mongering part, because keep in mind, when you don't know, fear takes over. We have to listen. We have to listen to our instincts. We also have to listen to experts. And we have to just wait and see. It's a little scary outside. I know some of y'all wanted to have the whole summer. You kind of felt like you just needed it. Like we came off of a rough winter. Things are haywire. The world is on fire, literally and figuratively. So But at the end of the day, it has to balance out. It has to. There has to be a balance here somewhere. And the fact that when I clarified, if I clarified here and it came out to Judgment, and I clarified here and it came out to the Wheel of Fortune. Let's check one more clarifier down here for allaying your guys. So it's looking like right now, as above, so below. That's the whole thing of the Magician card. The Magician card is all about as above, so below. It's all about like taking everything that is around you. So basically taking all of this anxiety and fear and trying to make it into your own. The best thing you can do with anxiety. So my left hand is itching, which means I got more bills to pay. Boo, boo, boo bills. Boo, boo. More things to pay off. So, like, if your anxiety is getting to you, meaning, like, if you're conquered by fear at the moment, at some point you have to take what is within you and all the resources around you, and you have to try to make it just a little bit better. You just have to. Like, this is your moment. You are the Pisces. You are you are magic. You have to tap into your inner magic. This is where I would say do whatever you can. Fortify yourself, whether it's fortifying yourself through information, fortifying your body, fortifying your mind, fortifying your intuition, collecting all the data you need to prepare yourself for what is for the clusterfuck that's going to happen right now. Because it's looking like it looks like a whole fustercluck right now. Because, like, you know, you got to go in a little blind to figure it out. You have to make sacrifices. You got to trust judgment. You will be awake. You will be awake. You know, you may feel like you don't want to, but you gotta. I don't want to be the one to tell you that. I don't like being the one to tell you this, but it's one of those things. It has to. All right? And keep in mind, while everything looks like a fustercluck here, as we're here together in this moment of pure calamity, let's not forget balance. Let's not forget everything's a balance. Everything's a balance. Everything is a balance. Everything is a balance. Everything has to level out. It just does. Sometimes it takes a long time for it to level out. Sometimes it's pretty quick. So it could be now we're in the middle of May and everything seems to be like kind of cloudy and unhappy. Maybe by the next reading, it'll all work out, or enough information has been relayed out that it tempers itself. I know it's not the Temperance card, but it's pretty close in the deck. It could temper itself out. You know, do you think Temperance is in here? Is the next card? Because if it is, whoa. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, that's fine. Like, Queen of Pentacles. That's just good. That's just as good. That's just good. That's just good. Holding it together. I'll just put it here next to the Four of Pentacles. You know, like, you're going to have to hold things in. You're going to have to hold things close. You're going to have to be nurturing to yourself. Be nurturing to those around you. Like I said earlier, during the last global crisis, it seemed that one of the things that went awry was people's empathy. And I think that should change. All right. And with that, that's the end of this reading. I know I was trying to gun for 25 minutes and I'm at 35, which is, I tried. I really attempted this. And it's not my fault. The cards just started talking to each other. And with that, thank you so much for listening in. Here's hoping that you can take my reading for what it's worth. You can take it at face value. If it screamed at you, great. Let me know. If it turns out that it was rude, like if none of it applied, that's perfectly fine too. But just remember, follow your gut, follow your instinct. Everything will balance out. You have the magic within you. And I'll see you in the next reading. Hopefully my nails will have you know, hopefully my nails will have fixed itself by then. But until then, I'm the Nail Oracle. Thank you so much. Love you lots. Miss you much.